सवीर्यं करवावहै यस्नावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। Okay, so now please read verse number 2 onwards, chapter 15. Please. Moksho Vishaya Vairasyam Mando Vaishayiko Rasah Yatavadeva Vijnanam Yathechasi Tatha Kuru Vagmi Pragnanavahodyogyam Janam Mukajadalasam Karoti Tattvabodhoyam Atastyakto Bubukshuvihi Natvam Deho Name Deha Bhokta Karta Navavavan Chidruposi Sada Sakshi Nirapeksha Sukham Chara. I hope, as you will say, you are not only listening to these things, but also seeing it, being it every moment of life. That is because, please know, in this knowledge, in reality, there is nothing to gain, nothing to get, nothing to lose, nothing to add. This is something already existing in you as your own self. This is something which nobody can give it to us. We have to see it, be it for ourselves. It's like, this morning I was reading a nice book, a lovely shloka, beautiful shloka comes in Sanskrit. On forgiveness, on kshama. Okay? Most of the time in our life, we go on listening to the lovely advice. Forgive everybody. Be kind. Be loving. And when you are not in a mood, it sounds absolutely atrocious. Because when you are burning with anger, fire of vengeance, jealousy, frustration, suffering, then somebody says, be kind, be forgiving. What is it? What do you understand? What do you know I'm doing? Because it looks as though this type of advice, these type of statements are absolutely impossible. It's an ideal to be perhaps spouted, preached, but not to be lived. That is because people don't understand what exactly this forgiveness is. For that matter, what love is, what wisdom is, what freedom is, all are synonyms. Please understand, there are not different noble qualities. The entire source of all these so-called virtues, nobilities, noble qualities, only one thing, and that is yourself. Non-recognition of it makes every other thing like a curse. If you don't understand yourself, if there is anger, hatred, any moment of anger, hatred, jealousy, where you are really suffering, you are definitely forgetting yourself. And if you are remembering yourself, anger is no anger, hatred is no hatred, jealousy also is not jealousy. This one we shall see, because verses are absolutely simple. There is no complication. There is no sort of logic and argument and none of these things. Moksho Vishaya Vairasyam Vandho Vaishayiko Rasaha. Simple two statements. Vandaha Vaishayiko Rasaha. Bondage is, if you have Vaishayika Rasaha, if you have a rasa, a taste for, craving for, need for sense objects. Vishaya. What is a Vishaya? It can be a sound, it can be a touch, it can be a taste, it can be a smell, it can be a sight, it can be a taste. Only these things. No. People think, Vishaya means sense objects only, sound, taste, touch, smell. No. That also is sense object. Even that value for, I must be nice, you must be kind, you must be loving. Because, why is it an ideal? Just like you think you should be rich, because there is a possibility of your being poor. You should be educated, because there is a possibility of your being uneducated. So you should be kind, because you keep the other possibility hiding, because there is a possibility of your being cruel. You must be loving, because there is a possibility of your being very hateful, vindictive. That is why these things do not work. Understand? Vishaya does not mean only sense object. Even meditation also is a Vishaya. Some people shall be restless if they don't listen to music, sabda, or the sound of the person they love. Some people will be restless if there is no particular touch or a particular taste or a particular smell. Some people will be very restful if a particular thought doesn't come, or will be very restless if a particular thought comes. So when you are impatient, intolerant about the arrival of a thought, what does it mean? That arrival of thought is disturbing something which you value. Are you getting that point, please? It's very, very simple. Observe. If you are intolerant about the absence of a thought, that means the presence of thought is doing something to you which the absence of thought doesn't do, or prevent you from being what you want to be. Just like the presence of riches give me some identity which the absence doesn't give. Therefore, I want to hold on to riches. The presence of the youth give me something which the old age doesn't give. Therefore, I hate old age. Think. So the thoughts become a problem. It becomes a sense, if thoughts become a problem, if meditation becomes a destination to be reached or a sense object. If you are meditation, thought cannot disturb you. Neither the absence of it nor the presence of it. Are you getting that point? If you are meditation, and for you, it is not the absence of thought of meditation or the presence of a particular thought is meditation, as most people do. If for you, you are the meditation, in the presence and the absence of thought will not make any difference. Now, take that satisfaction. You call it meditation yourself. If you are the satisfaction, the presence or absence of the object will not make any difference to you. Manasicha paritushte ko dhani ko daridra. Satu bhavatu daridro yasya trishna vishala. Let him be poor, for whom the vishala trishna, the thirst is huge, oceanic. Anything can be lost in it. Manasija paritushte, the person who is satisfied. The presence or absence of the craving also makes no difference to him. Who is the average person will not understand. Because for them it's an ideal. The person who thinks, I must be achieving, I must be an achiever, non-achiever becomes intolerant of non-achievers. The person who thinks he should be always resting and doing something and be lazy and, lethargic, the presence of active people will torture him because it will remind him his inactivity. That is why relatively intelligent people become so arrogant. Why? Because they have got an image about themselves that I am so intelligent that this fellow is an idiot. Arrogance comes. Wisdom is not intelligence. Understand? Wisdom is not intelligence. Intelligence in the sense you are a very sharp person. You don't have to be very, very sharp to be wise. You be wise and then maybe you have a tremendous capacity to remember things, to write. Like Shankara understood the reality and he wrote hundreds of thousands of verses. Shankara Narayana understands the truth. He may not write a verse, but it will be same reality. Shankara Narayana is not going to be, if he is wise man, he will not say, oh, that man is more intelligent. Yeah, appreciation of intelligence is good, as even appreciation of the stupidity of somebody. Somebody is more capable, somebody is less capable. That is the relative thing. But absolute, the truth is one and the same. So when it comes to call it forgiveness, call it satisfaction, call it meditation, everything is you. Are you getting that point, please? Everything is you. You be with yourself. And we shall see that point today very clear because this is very, very simple. Please do not miss it. Practicing a value becomes very difficult in the absence of the recognition of the source. Everybody can easily say, be kind. Who cannot say? That is called Paropadesha Panditya. Dexterity in advising people. Who cannot do that? Be kind, be loving, be very calm, be peaceful. Yeah, how? You should not be angry. Why are you getting angry? And tell a person, don't be angry, why are you getting angry? He will be more angry. Because he is vulnerable. Are you getting that point? At that moment he is vulnerable. The person is getting wild, he is getting worried, he is now frustrated. And that moment you tell him, don't be angry. The moment you say, don't be angry, you know what you are trying to do? You are trying to change him, which he resists. Because he has a freedom to be what he wants to be. And that's exactly a mistake, because he is not free to be angry. He is now bound by anger. Are you getting that point, please? That is why he cannot take it. For him, this is an identity. And when you are insensitive, in the moment of somebody's anger, you are advising him. You are also insensitive. Because now it is your time of your superiority, moral superiority. Now it is the time of your superiority. Because usually you are stupid. Now that the person is angry, now you can say, see, you are angry, you see, you are very angry. Who you are, something already existing. Like people advise, bring God to your life. Do they not? Put God into your life, Hey, what is the question of putting God into your life? He is already there, you recognize it. How can you put, are you getting that? Suppose I can say, put a chair here. Can I say, put some space into the room? Think. Can somebody ask you, put some space into the room? The space is there. You cannot put God into your life. God is already there. You cannot put truth into your life because you are the truth. So, same thing. Bandha Vaishayiko Rasa. Moksha Vishaya Vairasyam. Vishaya Vairasyam Moksha. Freedom is where there is no craving for the Vishaya. Understand? What is telling? There is no craving. It doesn't say there is no sense object. What ties you down is not the sense object. What ties you down is your rasa. Remember that line while explaining Vairagya I told you. Vishayeshu bhogatyagam bhagyam vairagyam. It is not Vishayatyaga, it is not the renunciation of the sense object. It is the renunciation of the bhogatyaga, the renunciation of sense of enjoyment. That's the moment you see security in money, money becomes a problem. Or else money is not a problem. Are you getting that? If you see security in money, such people are like tight, very tight. They will not spend either for themselves or for others. Why? Security. Think. If you see security somewhere, that becomes your cause of insecurity. If you see security in yourself, what is the object you cannot give up, including your own body? If you see being alive is your security, you shall be afraid of death. Please see that. When will you understand these things? I really don't. You know, people are so, every day in and out, yahani gacchandi, yahani bhutani gacchandi yamamandira. Every day, every moment, people are passing out. Sesho jivitum ichchandi. The person who is left behind says, he shall never die. What a waste. And as I told you, death does not mean the death of the body only. It can be death of an incident, death of a relationship, death of an image, death of a property, death of a job. You understand? We think people are hit only on the road. Accident means, what do you say? Oh, that is an accident. Oh, the person got hit by a car. So he was disabled for some time. A disease also is an accident. It disables you for some time. 10 days you cannot go to office. A disease. You got hit by the disease. You got hit by conspiracy. You got hit by somebody's anger. You got hit by somebody's jealousy. Now shall you say he should not, the disease should not be there? Other person's anger should not be there? No. You should not be there to feel the hit. Are you getting that point, please? This is here comes beautiful. A lovely verse comes in Sanskrit which I saw in the morning. Is so nice. Please see it, because it is not advice. It is not some type of a, preaching to say, don't be angry, don't be... That's a rubbish. Please don't fall a victim to that type of nonsense. This idea, repeating the idealism, just pouting it means nothing. You must see it and be it. That is what exactly is needed. God is never away from you to be put into your life. The truth is never away from you for the truth to be put into your life. You better recognize the truth is already there, God is already there, nobility, everything is already there. There is a beautiful verse which said, Kshama Shastra Bhushidasya. The one who has the weapon of Kshama, Durjana Kim Karishyati, a wicked person. What can he do? Wicked person means a person that not only hits you, it can be a bad weather, it can be anything. We shall see that later on. What can that person do? One who is adorned with Kshama, because he himself, she herself is the forgiveness itself. Kshama. See how it is. Atrune patate patite vanni Swayameva upashamyati. When the vanni, atrune patito vanni, when there is no dry grass, when there is no dry leaf, the fire falls there, what will happen? Swayameva upashamyati. By itself it will go away, because there is nothing to burn. Listen carefully. Just don't sit down to appreciate it. Yeah, that's right. Then why do you get burnt? Ask yourself. If you are Atruna, individuality, grass is not there. The individuality gunpowder is not there. Let the fire come. There shall be no explosion. If you are exploding, what does it mean? Don't say, fire brought it. No. The fire burns, but the fire doesn't burn you unless you feel burnt. It is like this. There is fire, and you put that fire into the water. What will happen? It extinguished. Immediately extinguished. You put the fire into petrol, what will happen? Boom, explosion. Why? Because petrol is combustible, water is non-combustible. In non-combustible things, however much fire may put, nothing will happen. But in combustible something, if there is no anger in you, somebody cannot make you angry. Listen carefully. Not anger in you, if there is no individuality. If I am there, explosion shall be there. You cannot forgive anybody, because you are hot, you are heat. Are you getting that point, please? You are heat, you feel heat. Suppose somebody says, look at the fat fellow. You get very angry, because your idea is, I am fat, I don't want to be fat. But if you think, I am all-pervasive reality, what is fat so? There is nobody fatter than me in this universe, because the fattest, all-pervasive. After that what? If somebody says, look at this stick, I am shapeless, no form. Can something be thinner than the all-pervasive? Anoraniyan mahato mayyan. Beauty. You are the smaller than the smallest. You are the bigger than the biggest. So when somebody talks something about you, why do you feel heat? Because you are stuck on an image. Your image is heat, not you are heat. Are you getting that point, please? Your image is heat. So are you your image? Rich, poor, high, low, good, bad, noble, ignoble. Are you getting that point? Educated, uneducated. How many images you have? Your image is getting hit. That is where the person feels affected, because I am there. Suppose, listen carefully. So these are the Vishaya Rasa also. Vishaya Rasa does not mean only talk about the laddu and food, touch, taste, smell, or the Vishaya, the sound, touch, taste, smell, this is the only thing. No. This is also huge Vishaya. That image of being kind, being nice. That is why even a person who is cruel wants to be told he is very kind. The cruel person has to be told he is very, very kind. And that cools him down also. Understand? Just think. Atrune patito vanni swayameva upashamyati. The fire falls on a leafless, barren land, itself extinguished. There was a person, he was always in this, he was sitting down for meditation. Just think, sitting down in meditation. I'll give an example, you must see that because it's very important. Why am I telling today it is so so much emphasis? Because please let not the study of the Shastra be another collector's item of gathering ideals. Just like you have picked up the ideal, you should not be angry, you should be loving, you should be kind. You pick up, you should be Brahman, you should be truth, you must be God, you must be all pervasiveness. What do you mean? You must be. You are. Are you getting that? In you must be, there is a future. Very comfortably the eye can sit down and say, now I have heard, now I should meditate. Wonderful. Yeah, your Sravana is over, now start doing Manana. Your Manana is over, now start doing Nididhyasana. No. That's really Katha Kalakshepa. Katha Kalakshepa means wasting time. You are wasting time. Because in between, from my listening to contemplation, you can be reacting heavily for many reasons. Between your contemplation and meditation, you can go through many different types of emotions also. Do not do that. You are meditation. You are the forgiveness itself. A person sitting in meditation, listen carefully, sitting down in meditation. Please see how it is, sitting in meditation. And he is a person who loves to meditate in quiet place. So you can go to a mountain, but this fellow chose the huge lake. He takes a boat, sits down in a boat and goes into the boat. Goes into the lake. He has gone almost half a kilometer lake, far away from everything, really quiet. So he stops rowing, sits down. Let the boat go because it is kilometers long. So where the boat can go away? There are no waves. So he sits down. Very peaceful. Listen carefully. Now, after 5 to 10 minutes, there was a big noise. Something hitting the boat. Please, be human. Something hitting the boat. You imagine you are there. What will usually average person will say? Finished, the reverie is gone. But what is that hitting? You may not, even suppose you are restless, you will immediately say, what is that? Close, you open your eyes. But no, suppose you have been sitting down for 5-10 minutes and you are very serious, very conscious. But then suddenly a thought comes, what is that hitting there? What is disturbing here also? And this thought starts coming up. You start getting wild. Why? It has disturbed me. It has taken me away from myself. If you feel something is taking you away from yourself, you are never there. Are you getting that point, please? Yourself is something so effortless, so simple, so instantaneous. You cannot afford even to feel that I moved away. How can I move away? Can anything move away from consciousness, all pervasiveness? Can anything move away from all pervasiveness? Can you be ungodly even for a moment? Can you be unconscious even for a moment? Are the consciousness meditation? So, the moment the person sat there for some time, when the sound comes, immediately anger wells up. Oh. Only there? Think. Have you seen? And so what happened? The moment it comes, then what is that disturbing? What is that coming up? this can come anywhere. Have you not seen? You have watched tennis, right? How many times you have seen the tennis player hitting the racket on the ground itself? What did the racket do? What did the racket do? You play me, no? Sometimes the racket can break. How many times you have seen people looking at the cell phone? It's not working. The cell phone is gone. You try to open the door, push it, the broken. You get so angry, you throw the telephone down. I know you have not done it. You have seen other people doing it. You yourself must have also done. The pain is not writing. You put it 4 times, 5 times, do it like this. Hey, finish. No, listen, please. If you cannot play, is it a mistake of the racket? If you don't know how to fix the telephone or even a simple gas, dot pen, how many times you must have felt suffocated trying to put up a dress, it doesn't go through. You are in such a hurry, then you go round and round and round and feel terrible. Then just think. What is the mistake? Where from this anger coming up? Now this person was sitting down there, because he was in that mood, he started thinking. What is the disturbance? When he looked at it, very angry, he opened his eyes and he saw another empty boat comes and hits it and going away. Now can he get angry at an empty boat? Why did you come and hit me? If the boat is occupied, he shall be angry with the occupier. But you can't get angry with a boat which is unoccupied. That is why you can't get angry with the mosquito also. Because mosquito doesn't target you. Suppose you are sitting down there, mosquito is coming and biting you, the fly is coming and sitting on your nose. What can you do? Gently shoo it away if you feel like. But if you get angry, why this mosquito? Hey, mosquito is not, are you getting? Mosquito is an unoccupied boat. Fly is an unoccupied boat. If you get angry with the mosquito, who gets affected? Listen carefully. So can you fight with an unoccupied boat? Can you fight with the mosquitoes? Listen carefully. Hey, I am talking in meditation line. Don't say malaria comes from myself. You keep the mosquito out. Don't be, you understand? I am talking the line of being yourself. So an unoccupied boat you cannot get angry with. A driverless car parked on the road, if you hit it, do you curse yourself or the road that is, the car that is parked there? The car is parked sufficiently away. Suddenly you go and hit it. If you go to hit against a tree also, okay, forget. The car also, who is the owner of the car? Why did he park it there? Right. What about tree? Think. Can you get angry? So, as even you cannot get angry at the unoccupied boat, the tree that has no individuality, the parked car without anybody occupying it, understand. Other way around is, if your hutment of a body and mind is unoccupied, there shall be no anger coming out of it. Are you getting that point, please? No anger shall come out of it. Because as much you can be angry, as we cannot get angry with the unoccupied boat, you cannot get angry with the unoccupied body. You cannot get angry with your own unoccupied thoughts. Are you getting that point, please? If you are getting angry with the thought, your I thought is occupied. If it is unoccupied, you are just being yourself, can you get angry with your thought? Your thoughts are unoccupied. On the ocean of consciousness, everything is unoccupied. You understand that? In the ocean of consciousness, every thought is a boat, every body is a boat, every sense organ is a boat, every little object, sound, taste, touch, smell, sight, the whole universe, unoccupied. Therefore, everything is meditation. Dhyayativa samudraha, dhyayativa parvataha, ocean is in meditation, mountain is in meditation, Dhyayativa Prithvi, the earth is in meditation, everything is meditation. You are also in, always you are the meditation. The moment there is agitation, occupied. Rather, any time you get occupied, agitation comes. So you can make kshama, forgiving as a virtue, because you get angry, therefore your forgiveness is a virtue. Suppose you are the forgiveness itself. I don't even see anybody committing a mistake. What is the question of forgiving him? This is ultimate. You understand the point? The creation is not a mistake. Object is not a mistake. Nobody is a mistake. Everything is divine. Everything is beautiful. Oh, how can you say that everything is beautiful? If you discover that beauty in you, you shall see the same beauty in others. Oh, but the other person is torturing me. Listen carefully. As when other person can hit you, okay, you get angry. What about time hitting you? Who takes away your childhood? Is somebody robbing your childhood? Who robs your youth? Who forces you to retire? Time. Relationship go away. Think. Principle. You cannot fight with anything unoccupied. Like suppose you want to you go to somebody's house just to give a piece of your mind that that man has done something wrong. So in a village it happens many times. We are in a small place, hot meant. I have seen in a childhood, we have seen it all. Fellow goes there and shouts at the person because he is in a small place, he will be there are no palaces somewhere you can lost. But the fellow thinks he is inside. Shout. Then even after shouting, nothing, no response comes from that. Then he quiets down, slowly quiets down. After a fight, how long can he shout? Then other people come and join. Then one of the spectators, out of curiosity, say, why the person is not coming out? Are you getting that? The person should come out because so much insult, so much of humiliation, so much of nonsense is talked and the person is still not coming out. So somebody goes there and opens the gate. There is nobody. How do you feel? What do you feel? How do you punish somebody who is not there? wisdom, friends, even for fun of it, even for so-called vyavahara also, you don't have to bring an individuality. If you bring it, it must be as apparent as the shadow. The shadow never feels drowned. A shadow never feels burnt. A shadow never feels buried. Even when you say the word I, you always know this word, this name has a nameless content, a wordless content. That is myself. So always with yourself. Kshama. It's not a virtue. It's your nature. That is you. Durjana kim karishyati? A bad person, what can he do to you? What the time can do to you? What prarabdha can do to you? What karma can do to you? What anybody can do to you? Beautifully Bhagavan says in the Gita, Yasya naham kruto bhavaha buddhir yasya nalipyate hatva apishaiman lokan nakaroti nalipyate. Hey Arjuna, yasya na aham kruto bhavaha. For whom this idea is aham kruto bhavaha, aham karomi. This idea is not there. I do, what I do, I am. I do is beautiful. I am existence. I do activity. When you say I do, a result is waiting for you. I do, I should not do. The moment you start I do, I should do, I should undo, I undo. No, I am. Eyes open, eyes see, ears hear. I am consciousness. For whom this ahankruto bhava is not there, that aham karomi, this idea is not there, buddhiriyasya nalipyate, for the buddhi, your thinking is not involved with this, identification is not there. Hatva pisa iman lokan. It goes to the extremes. Even if he iman lokan hatva, even if he hatva means killing, destroying this whole generation, everybody, everything, na karoti na lipyate. The person doesn't do, doesn't get involved. Na lipyate, never gets affected by it. Whereas the ignorant person, even if he doesn't do anything, he is restless. I am not doing anything. Wise person, doing something not involved. This person not doing something is involved. That is the thing. That is why if love, kindness is an ideal, you feel frustrated. Because there are many times when you can't feel loving, you can't feel kind. Love, happiness, kindness, fulfillment, freedom, forgiveness, all those qualities, amanitvam, adambhitvam, ahimsa, kshanti, arjavam, acharya, upasanam, shaucham, stairyam, atma vinigraha, all these qualities that he talked about, non-violence, non-arrogance, if we can use that word. Forgiveness, straightforwardness, is natural, comes from the wise man. That is your nature. Indriyartheshu vairagyam anahankarevacha. There is no ahankar. Natural. Anahankar is not a state. Not to have an individuality is not a state. Sometimes I am, sometimes no. Anahankar, that is your nature. Indriyartheshu vairagyam. A total dispassion towards every sense object, every sense perception, every sensation, every thought. That's a state, that's your being. Vairagya is not a value. If you make it a value, sometimes you can live it, sometimes you cannot live it. That's where comes your sense of frustration. Goodness brings a sense of frustration because it's opposed to badness. Impatience becomes a frustration because it's opposed to patience. Acceptance becomes a frustration because rejection is opposed to rejection. You accept, even though your heart tells you to reject, but you have to accept. It's a defeat. Are you getting that point? Forgive. Your heart clamors, shouts for punishment and vengeance. When somebody says, forgive, naturally you feel frustrated. But suppose you are not there. Think, you are not there. Your sense of being, who you are. The boat is there, unoccupied. Body is there, unoccupied. Thought is there, unoccupied. Always the self, the absolute. So, how do you feel heat? Does the unoccupied boat feel pushed? Unoccupied car, does it feel pushed? Unoccupied body, unoccupied thoughts, unoccupied images, unoccupied emotions, will it feel pushed? You understand? How no force in the world can touch you? Vinasam abhyasasya nakaschit kartum arhati. Hey Arjuna, asya vinasa abhyasya vinasa, this is imperishable. Nothing can destroy it. What all you can destroy, it is not you. What all thing can be destroyed, changed, affected, is not you. If you are feeling affected, changed, destroyed, you are identifying with something which is getting destroyed. Because who you are is ajo nitya saswatayam puranaha nahanyate hanyamane sarire. Who you are is unborn, eternal, ever existing. Yourself. Therefore, Kshama. Vrikshavatishthase, stand like a tree. Chidyamane pina kuppiyatana kampeda. Even if you are cut down, the tree is not shivering, not trembling, neither getting angry. Unoccupied tree of a body, unoccupied tree of emotions. Think. Can you react? That is, when somebody is directing his anger towards you, hatred towards you, jealousy towards you, in the absence of you being there, the dry leaf of you being there, swayameva upashamyati, itself gets counteracted. How long can you have a clap in one hand? This is the beauty. You have to see it for yourself, because if you take it as an ideal, you will feel frustrated. Moksho vishaya vairasyam. I don't think I can have a moksha because I have got so much of rasa, vaishayiko rasa. I like this sound, music, or talking to somebody. I like these touches, food, and sex, joy, smelling, touching, seeing, tasting so many different things, sensation of all kinds. Vaishayiko rasaha. I don't think I can be ever free. Listen carefully. To be free does not mean not to have the object, never to have a sensation. Because you cannot escape, listen carefully. Your body, your senses cannot escape the sensation. But your body, your sense object and their combination, when they come in touch with each other, indriya, vishaya, sansparsha, when the sensation comes also, they cannot touch the consciousness. In between, the I must be there to say, I see, I hear, I feel it, oh, so nice. That is the fellow. That is the one who feels bound. That is the one who wants to be liberated. If it wants to be liberated, listen carefully, if it wants to be liberated, you should not liberate, listen, oh, so beautiful, Ishvara. When it wants to be liberated, it should not liberate itself from the object, thought and sensations, because he is always free from the object, thought and sensation. It must liberate it from itself, I thought. Are you getting that point, please? Are you getting that? You don't liberate yourself from the sense object. When did the sense object bind you for you to be liberated, to liberating yourself from the sense object? You got yourself tied down, now you want to free yourself. Are you getting that? Many times I have told you, no. This person, Jitendriya. Jitendriya means what? One who has won over the sense organs. Now, before you win over, there must be a fight. Did you fight with the sense organ or sense organs initiated a fight with you? Did you fight with the liquor, drugs, sounds, taste, touch, smell, or they started triggering a fight in you? Who creates the fight? Who begins the fight? You begin the fight. So if you want to get out of the fight, what should you do? You drop out. You drop out. If you begin the fight, listen carefully, you drop out. Even if others drop out, the fighter in you will still be there, shall fight with others. That is why people, have you seen this? Divorce means what? I'm tired of this person, got rid of that. Tired of that person, got rid of that. So that's why he's 7th, or 10th, he goes on. Oh, I'm never married. Then why do you change job from the job? Why do you change house to house? Why do you change food, clothes, dresses? Same idea. Same clothes every day. Why same clothes? Suppose until it is torn, will it not cover your body? Why 100 pairs of clothes? For what? Just think. You have initiated the fight. When you recognize that, then you don't renounce the object. You understand how beautiful even when you are involving yourself in fight, the creation does not join. You understand? Even when you are fighting, the creation doesn't join, unoccupied. Even when somebody fights with you, you don't join because you are unoccupied. I hope you understand. Tadrusha taneva janam. Only for a person like that you can feel it, you can see it for yourself. You don't join the fight. This fellow is talking, he's like that, Ravana and Rama Juddha, when you say that, they go and shout at the gate of that. You are a coward, Now the fellow cannot take it, he will come out and fight. What all they are talking, you are a coward or a rascal, you are this and that. Some people will come out when abusive words are used to defend, some people come out to listen to the praise. Who is better? Randana or stupid? You understand? Both are stupid. Because you are tulya ninda stuti mauni santushto yena kenachit. Ninda stuti tulya. You don't like censure, you will come out to defend. You like the praise, you will come out to enjoy and relish. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you relish your praise, wait until they destroy you. The person, if he doesn't come out even when he is praised, what is the question of his surfacing when there is hatred? You don't even take the credit. So why should you take this credit? Are you getting that point, please? Only, oh Mahadeva, I don't even enjoy living. Do I care for dying? Enjoy living means what? That I am alive, it doesn't make any difference to me. I am the existence itself. I am the life itself, existence itself. That body is living, it doesn't matter to me. Death will matter, huh? That everything is there makes no difference to me. So whatever, your everything is what? Huh? What is your everything? One house, one bedroom house, or two bedroom house, even 20 bedroom house, so what? One car, few horses, few dogs, few something, that is your everything. Or everything means what? One husband, little things. Sometimes a person with husband to few things will be more insecure than the person who has got everything, I mean much more things. Possibilities there. As much a rich person can be possessive and obsessive, a poor person also can be possessive and obsessive. Possessiveness, obsessiveness is not exclusive privilege of either the rich or the poor. It is for the individuality. You can be obsessed with poverty. You can be obsessed with prosperity. You can be obsessed with too many people. You can be obsessed with only your own body. Listen carefully, friends. You must see it. You cannot be brought out. You listen to that stories, no? The people go there and shout, oh, this is, you coward, hiding inside. Then Ravana comes out, then there is a fight. Some of the fellow says, just sleep it out. All right, I am coward, so what? Coward. I am not a coward, I am the absolute. Oh, please sir, you are the strongest of the strong, please, and be garlanded. And I am not stronger than the strongest, I am the absolute. To such a person, what is rasam and vairasyam? It's a natural state. That is why do not make it. This morning, the whole thing I was knocked out. I said, my God. Moksha, Vishaya, Vairasyam. So that means you are making it a condition. Moksha means Vishaya, Vairasya. You should have no rasa, taste for the sense object. You may not have a taste for a sense object, but you can have a taste for being somebody who doesn't have a taste for sense object. You understand how subtle it is? Renunciates are the most possessive about the image of being a renunciate. The holy man is very possessive about he being Mr. Holiness. And therefore you feel condemned. Bandho Vaishayiko Rasaha. Bandha is, you feel condemn yourself, self-condemnation. I have some value for the sound, this touch, this taste, this smell. I don't think I can ever understand the truth. So did you come to this knowledge to be for self-condemnation or self-righteousness? Both are stupid. Neither self-congratulatory nor self-condemnation. That is why Bhagavan will so beautifully, people do not understand these things. Mankind will take the longest time to appreciate all this beauty because the whole world is full of ideas, ideals, religions, traditions, cultures, where there is definite yes and no. If you either love me or hate me, beyond both, not many people talk about it. Good or bad, right or wrong, papa or punya, no. That is why Bhagavan says so beautifully, apichet sudurachara, mam ananyabhag bhajate chet, sadhureva samantabhya, samyak vyavasita isha. Apichet sudurachara, somebody may appear to be a durachari. Achara means bad conduct. Durachara, bad conduct. Sudurachara, PhD in bad conduct. Apichet sudurachara, mam. In the eyes of the world, it looks like this particular activity is a bad conduct. Angry. Somebody look at the person. Mam ananyabhag bhajate, who shall see him inside, his nature. Mam ananyabhag bhajate, one who sees me, ananyabhag, there is nothing other than God, other than the truth. Sadhureva samantabhya, know him as a sadhu, because he lives for others. His anger, his so-called anger, hatred, any type of relationship, anything is more for others' sake than for his sake. Sadhu reva samanta. He is not going to gain anything further which he has not gained. Neither is going to lose out on something which he has not already lost by losing the individuality itself. Samyak vyavasito isha, because he is very well established, rightly established in himself. Asiched api papebhya sarvebhya papakrutam. Again another sloka. Asiched sarvebhya papebhya papakrut uttama. This person, hey Arjuna, tvam asiched, even if you are sarvebhya papebhya papakrut uttama. You know this superlative? Among all the papa is sinners means bad conduct, people of bad conduct, papakrut uttama. The fellow is the crest jewel of criminals. Sarvam jnanaplavenaiva brujinam santarishyasi. This knowledge has such enormous capacity, infinity, to swallow it up. Jnanaplavenaiva brujinam santarishyasi. By this boat of knowledge, you cross this ocean of so-called papa punya right wrong. Can you commit that many mistakes? As much can be forgiven? Forgiveness, love, wisdom, freedom is an ocean where there is no other trace of any other thing. Everything is divine. If people understand, live with this attitude, everybody is a beautiful person. The trouble is, when people lack of education, no problem, no food, no power, no care, physically disabled, intellectually disabled, mentally no maturity. No idea about themselves who they are. They are the ones who are living in the, literally this thin diet of opposites, good, bad, right, wrong, small, big, holy, unholy, vicious, virtuous. As a result, their own life is self-condemning, and they go on condemning others. Whereas when you see who you are, Your whole attempt is, let the other person see the truth for himself. Pointing out limitation, not to condemn him to limitation, but to take him beyond. Understand? Are you getting that? If you are a person, why Shastra is like a mother? Why the Guru is such wonderful? Because when they point out a mistake, it is not to condemn, but to take you beyond. And what is the mistake they commit? Not the action, but the actor. Do you understand? The mistake, where does the mistake lie? In the object or in the owner? In the action or in the actor? What is the mistake? That is why in the so-called jurisprudence or punishment, all this stuff, they should have a reformation of the actor, not the chap. Universal education. All knowledge mostly, and most important, self-awareness. Please understand, for self-awareness, you don't need the Oxford, Cambridge, the best universities of the world. How many great sages in every tradition, and where did they go to study? Wisdom comes free. Yesterday there was a person here in our ashram, 70 plus years. Have been involved with so many wonderful people. Whole thought is a work. Look at the person, you know he is a worker. No expectations. But in the modern times, they appreciate their work, reward never. Have you ever seen it? A child who is kind, loving, doesn't get anything from you. The child who is demanding, stubborn, the rascal and the rogue gets everything. One fellow will come for working for half a day and he says, unless you give this much, I am not going. Just to get rid of him, you will do that. A person comes 10 days, 20 days, 1 month and gives it to your judgment, and your judgment is zero. Have you not seen it? These talks, 5-star hotel, 20,000 rupees for 1 hour talk. People pay through it and go. Best things available free. How many people will come? And if you leave it to their choice, do whatever you feel like. Nothing. Think, friends, think. You need simple people for this wisdom, which is absolutely simple and therefore absolutely profound. Which who you are is more important than what you have. First you are or first you have? First you are or first you do? You understand? First you are or first you speak? So whether it is a speech or action, identity of any kind, they follow you. You are being who you are. Who you are is beginningless beginning, endless end, always existing. What you do has to have a beginning. What you speak must have a beginning. You understand? Your thoughts must have a beginning. So which is difficult? The beginningless one or the beginning one? Don't say, slowly I am beginning to understand. Shut up. Beginning to understand. When you understand, you understand. It's a beginning, then okay, you can say that, nothing wrong. Your understanding, your being doesn't have a beginning. Your ignorance seems to be going away. As though. Please see. This is etavada vijnanam yatechasi tatha. Now you do what you like. This is what you, who you are is effortlessly absolute. So can you be who you are? That way, there is no question of bringing God to your life, bringing truth to your life. Recognize that God has already come. Truth is already there. Unoccupied boat. Can you be unoccupied boat? Unoccupied hutment? In this ocean of universe, no thought boat is occupied, no body is occupied, nothing is occupied. Therefore, can you get angry, wild, upset, jealous, pleased, intoxicated, excited? Nothing. Or you can feel everything without being touched by it. Choice is yours. Yatechasi tatha. You understand the beauty? How nice. Nobody takes away your privilege to do or not to do. First be. Then whatever you do, everything will have a phala. Karma means karma phala is inevitable. Ready for karma phala. Fulfilling. You understand? That's why I never say that, somebody makes me angry, somebody makes me wild, that thing is destroying me. So, no. Nobody is destroying you. Nobody can destroy you. Nobody can touch you. Nobody can affect you. Nothing can take you. What will they take away? They take away which time also can take away. Think. Your things can be stolen. You can lose it in business. Your youth can be stolen. Oh, somebody hit something or threw something at me or something like that. No. Suddenly you are struck by the cancer. 23-year-old body looks like 78-year-old body. Finished. A thought doesn't disturb you. Listen carefully. And if you are disturbed by a thought, others need not give it to you. It can come inside you, right or wrong? Yesterday I was giving an example to somebody. You see, in the house you are there, this pali. When the pali comes, what happens to people? There are some people that look at this. Ooh. Now, does the pali appear there, that little lizard, does it appear there to frighten you? Come on. Does it appear there to frighten you? Poor thing, he is hanging around by itself, looking for his own little food. Does it frighten you? No. If you feel frightened, what is the mistake of the pali? Okay, listen, next point. It's very important. Because you are afraid of pali, now I want to teach you, I get even not a real one, an artificial rubber one, and I throw it there. What happens? You start jumping. Everybody laughs. You heard this fellow? It's not even a real pali. The funny American video, funny home video, there is a show. The other day I was watching somewhere one episode, the candid camera, they have taken it, this person has taken one spider, that black widow spider, black one, big one like that. While talking, madam or sir, please come sir, can you help me in this a little bit? So give something. Well, give me, he holds her hand and it has got a rubber pad. It catches onto the hand's other hand. When he's holding his hand, from his hand he puts it down to the other person's hand. So after telling that, when they look at their hand like this, oh, everybody jumps because there is a spider. So that is all photographed, so everybody is laughing. So because you are teased by a spider, teased by a lizard, other people can tease you with that. Listen. Because you are teased by your own thought, you don't like this thought. You don't like this thought, that I am a bad boy, that I am I'm a rascal, I'm stupid, I'm a poor man, I look ugly. You don't like these thoughts. So people know what you don't like, and that is the exact things they will pass on. Are you getting that point, please? That is how people take advantage of you. They also know how to flatter. They know you like to be told, you are so beautiful, you are so nice, you are so kind. You know you are not, but when you listen to that, right? They flatter you. And when they destroy you, they also know what you don't like. You don't like to be told that you are cruel. You don't like to be told you are poor. You don't like to be told you are fat. So when they are angry, they will give you those things. Listen carefully. But suppose you are comfortable with the lizard. Now the 100 lizards also go there. I say, very nice. You are a fan of the Kanchi Vishnu Perumal temple. There is a lizard house, no? Golden lizard also they have put there. Where the lizard is worshipped. Or that rat temple in Rajasthan. There is a rat temple. I went there. Literally thousands and thousands of rats. If you don't like them, you won't even go there. Thought of it, how can God be a rat? See? So your God is not a rat, huh? God is happy to be a rat also. But you want to make God exclusive. You see? I love God in everything, but not in a lizard, you know. God is all-pervasive. Isha Vashyamidam Sarvam. What is that? Mosquito. Oh, it's true. Just think. The moment you react to some presence of something, you don't like it, that is the one with that they will tease you. Now if there are certain thoughts, certain images about yourself, suppose you don't like, because you take that image to be yourself, with which you gain importance, so you like it, with which you seem to lose your importance. Therefore, if they want to destroy you and they want to make you feel you have lost your importance, they will throw those things. Now, if you are yourself who you are, what happens to you? You just stay there. That is the time. Atrune patito vanni swayameva upashamyati. They go on showing you the lizard. You don't react. How long they will show you? You go on giving them chocolate, the person is not interested. How long they will give it to you? After some time, they themselves are tired and they drop out. Instead of wisdom tiring out the stupidity, if the stupidity can tire the wisdom, you are not wisdom, you are informed about wisdom. Informed about wisdom will make you more vulnerable becomes. Informed about wisdom means you have got value for all good things. And the rascal will tell you all bad things. Therefore you are defeated. It's like you cannot argue with an auto driver who talks terrible language when he drops you from the station to your home. He asks for 90 rupees, you say no, only 20 rupees. Then he starts using fabulous, beautiful language, unprintable. Unspeakable language he starts. The moment he starts using and raises the voice also. Why? So the others can also listen. You quickly disappear from that place. Not that you are at mistake. But why others may say, all right, you take another 20 rupees, you take 30 and go. Why do you do that? The insanity of the person takes better of your so-called sanity. Because your sanity also is an insanity. Suppose you are a person, you say, okay, let people listen, let the fellow talk. 30 rupees. You start. How long can he shout? Can you wait him out? You cannot wait him out because you don't have that strength. Okay. Yeah, you are a very miserly fellow. Yes. Unjustified man. Don't say you want try to undercut and stand there. Huh? No. It really costs 50 rupees. Here is 50. Very funny. You stand until he goes. He thinks only you are wasting your time. He also is wasting your time. Maybe sit down there and go argue with you for 1 hour. He will be losing customer. Stand 1 hour. No, you have to, how can you stand 1 hour? You have lost more money, you have to lose more money. Then give him 20 rupees extra and go away. Because your 1 hour is so much precious. Give it. Don't you do that in life? If you have time, you travel in a train. If you want to purchase time, fly in a plane. Because I am busy. So I have to do that. Now I am too busy, purchase a plane. The top businessmen, the top billionaires, the people who are really into that mode, standing for 4 hours in the airport or traveling in a private aircraft will take long time. Therefore, purchase. Not that they enjoy it. For average person, oh, see how is he traveling his own plane? But do you know what the headache he is going through to manage that plane? To get that plane and this income tax, that tax, this tax, everybody, everywhere, oh, you, hundreds of people, thousands of people. Can you take that? No. Then don't worry about it, don't dream of plane. The plane doesn't come from the tree just like that. To enjoy that lifestyle, you know what all he has gone through. So waiting it out, can you allow the ignorance to take over the wisdom? Oh, that is true, Swami, that is true. But how can they talk person like that? Please don't start with other people. Don't say that man is talking like that, this man is talking like that. Can you take your own mind talking nonsense? Because the other person can talk and go away. Your mind repeats it for days. Who tortures you? Are you understanding what I am talking? Who tortures you? This fellow says you are a rascal and disappears. That repeats in your head for the rest of your life. Can you wait your own mind out? That you are affected shows the touch of ignorance. If you think yourself a wise man, be yourself and see how long this thought can go on. Understand, friends, in wisdom you are not an adversary because you don't join the fight. The self-fighting mode. A thought is a self-fighting mode. It comes, repeats itself. How long? If you don't join, it has to disappear. Can you defeat your own thought? Long before you go out and say, that man is doing that man is talking that, this fellow is doing that fellow is talking that. Do you understand that situation? Think for yourself. Because you have not won over your so-called own mind, that is why you are affected by other people's mind. What other people say becomes more important because, listen, what other people become tortuous because your own mind tortures you. So whichever thought tortures you, that is the thought they will give it to you. And that is where you get more angry. Do you appreciate? Do you really appreciate? Even the Lord of Death cannot touch you. If there is no fear of death, right or wrong, mrityu tasya upasechanam bhavati. The death becomes the pickle of life. Oh, I am dying. Hey, I am not dying, I am deathless. Should not be just a word. Please listen. You see that, be that for yourself. Let the Lord Death comes, let the time come, touch it. Can you take your own thought? And if you can be with your own thought, other thoughts are all artificial lizards. Are you getting that point? Your thought is real. Other people's speech is artificial lizard. Do you understand? You don't understand, I don't know what to say. Your thought is real. Your memories are real for you. If that doesn't frighten you, other people, what they talk, what they think, what they speak, what they do, is artificial lizard, artificial spider. The real lizard I am not afraid, artificial lizard I am afraid of. The death of the body, the death of an image or the thought or an identity, it doesn't make any difference to me. Oh, they too go away my wealth. Hey, let them take away the wealth. Can they take away my satisfaction? My contentment? My sense of security? And if you feel sense of security with your money, anyway you are insecure, don't worry. Anybody can make you feel insecure. If you have a sense of security with your thoughts, anybody who challenges your thought becomes your enemy. That is why fundamentalists feel suffocated, destroyed, devastated. Because somebody is touching their glass house in which they are living. What to say? The number 4 verse already we had seen the last time. Natvam deho nate deha. You are not the body, not you have a body. You are not the body, you have not the body. Listen carefully. You are natvam deha, you are not the body. Nate deha, neither you have a body. You are just you. Even are and have no meaning. Can you have that nice idea? When you say you, do I need to say you are? You means what? Are is included or no? Is becoming subtler and subtler, huh? Yeah, sweet. Because of you, are comes, no? Are, if you say are, what is are? It can be they, it can be we, you know. But if you say you, are isn't required. Because the R can be a mistake, like the British time, one Indian railway master, a railway station master was there, the officer came and says, "Who is the station master here?" "I is the station master." "Oh, you are?" "Yes, I are." "Who is the station master?" "I is the station master." "Oh, you are?" "Yes, I are." Perfect. So just because are, it means nothing. You don't have to say are or have. Your existence is already announced. Tvam. aham. Whether it is aham, asmi, Brahman. Tvam, asi, tat. You are that. I am Brahman. You and I, rendu onnada. There is nothing other than it. So are and have. Natvam deha. Neither you are the body, nor you have the body. Body is not there negotiating with you to tell you it is you or you have it. You better have me. It does not say, oh beautiful. Body doesn't say, this is you or you better have me. So both, natvam deho, name deha. Natvam deha, nate deha. Neither you are the body nor you have the body. Body doesn't say anything. You only going into that. Bhokta, karta, nava, bhavan. Bhoktrutva, kartrutva, enjoyership, doership comes long after. Roles comes long after the actor being there. Bhokta, karta. Neither you are the doer nor the shrota, I am listener. Because you are listening, you are existing, or because you are therefore you are listening? Your srotrutva, your listenership, is not dependent upon, listen carefully, you don't dependent upon your listenership to be, because you are, therefore you, srota, bhakta, speaking, because I am, therefore I am speaking, or because I am speaking, therefore I am. Srota, bhokta, bhokta, manta, anything. Aham bhojanam naiva bhojyam na bhokta. Neither bhojanam, bhojyam, bhokta, seer, seen, sight, eater, enjoyer, enjoyment, enjoyed. None of these things. There is nothing. Na bhokta karta nava bhava. Chidruposi. Chidruposi. Always consciousness. Sada sakshi. Witness always. Nirapeksha, no apeksha, independent, absolutely independent, do not depend on anything whatsoever. Sukham chara, hey Janaka, sukham chara, move about like a breeze blowing, absolutely happily move about. Being the immobile, happily move about with the body, mind and everything. Nothing touches. Why you see that, don't say, I understand, but sometimes you have to angry, sometimes you have to, no, don't give even such a little sanction to that. Even just a little sanction to that, can I not be angry? No. If you are asking me, I will say no. If you are not asking me, do what you want. Because if you are asking me, how do I know, you will not misuse it. You will misunderstand it. Yes, you can be angry. Then you are really angry, but you tell everybody I am pretending to be angry. Who will be cheated? You will cheat yourself. Your test is, remember that line. Atrune patito vanni swayameva upashamnita. Experiment with your life. Experiment with your life. People are throwing fire, stone. Can you hit the space with stone? If you are not there, how do you feel heat? If you feel heat, however much you may say, I am not there, but it's like the parrot inside the cage repeating, I am free, I am free, I am free, inside the cage. I am free, I am very much free. Yes, true. I am unaffected. To whom are you talking? To whom are you talking that you are unaffected? Be that. people can see around whether affected or not affected. If you are unaffected, you will not drag anybody to your problem. Only if you are affected, you will drag everybody to your problem. Understand? Unaffected. It's like this. In your family, somebody dies. You don't grieve. Will you ask for condolence? If people come, you don't throw them out. But you don't look for condolence or sympathy. You can handle it. You have got a fever. You have got a disease. You know it's under control. Will you tell everybody, I have a fever, I don't know. Why? You are looking for sympathy because everybody should be around you. If you know you can take care of yourself, nobody will know you have got fever. Nobody knows. You just move around as though nothing has happened. Always with yourself. Sukham chara. Please. Never affected by it. Okay, read next one. Ragadvesho mano dharmo namanaste kadachane nirvikalposi bodhatma nirvikara sukham chara sarvabhuteshu chatmanam sarvabhutani chatmani vijñāya nirahankārah nirmamastvam sukhi bhava. It's beautiful. Ragadvesha mano dharma. Ragadvesha mana dharma. Like, dislike, mana dharma. They are at the level of the mind. In your ignorance of the I, the individual, this ragadvesha was created. A child is not born with ragadvesha. Are you getting that? Child is not born with ragadvesha. Slowly, who gets conditioned? Consciousness doesn't get conditioned. It's the mind. Are you getting that? The thoughts come. Please see how it is. Yesterday one child was there. Came. You want chocolate? You want ice cream? Yes. Eyes open. You mean to say he was born with an ice cream in his mouth? Right. So there was a little ice cream. I gave it to him. I don't want that. What is that? In that ice cream there are some nuts. He doesn't want nuts because he doesn't like nuts. Why? Don't ask why. Because ice cream will melt in the mouth and go. The nut is the job. So who wants to do the job? So the child will like to just swallow. He doesn't want to bite. At this moment, he has still not know if he bite the nut and get the taste of the nut, after some time he will go nuts about the nuts. When he is 15, 20 year old, this is the fat thing you take, bring that one, nuts only. What happens? Indriyani indriyartheshu ragadveshu vyavastito. Sansargan toward the sense subject, there will be raga, there will be dvesha. Meaning, indriya has ragadvesha. Indriya, ragadvesha means like and dislike. Like and dislike means what? Comfort, discomfort. You touch the hand, body with a feather or a pat it, very nice. With a stick you hit it, with a spear you prick it. So the comfort, discomfort level is there. It will be natural. Then the individual comes up and says, I like the patting, I hate the pricking. Finish. I like the sweet taste, I hate this the chilling not. Slowly you are getting that. Are you still conscious or no? Consciousness remains consciousness. As you are picking it up, consciousness remains consciousness. As you are getting lost, consciousness remains consciousness. As you are out of it, consciousness remains consciousness. You are always same. Are you getting that point, please? And who was creating it? The I. So what happens is, In your life, at a later date, the individuality drops out. But all impressions continue to be there. Use or not to use becomes your choice. Don't say ragadvesha will disappear. It's like when you know that no words can describe you, you forget Tamil, forget English, forget Sanskrit, forget every language. Why? Because you are indescribable. Like that. When you know you are not a thought, thoughts will not disappear. Thoughts will be there. Use Tamil with Tamilian, English with English, Oriya with Oriya, Hindi with Hindi, Spanish with Spanish. Same thing in relation to body language. Oh, so beautiful, huh? What a freedom! Previously it was a load. So many languages. Which one to speak? Which one to speak? Whichever, whatever occasion demands. Manodharma. Na manaste kadachana. Te, for you, manahana, at no time it is yours, nor it is you, like naham, natvam deha, nate deha, natvam manaha, nate manaha, natvam manaha. Neither the mana is you, nor the mind says, I belong to you. The mind doesn't, are you getting that? The thoughts do not impose themselves upon me. So in the process, what happens? Nothing changes. You discover the changelessness. Bas. Nirvikalposi. Say nirvikalposi. No vikalposi. You are not nirvikalpa. Vikalpa nirgata. There is no modifications whatsoever. You are nirvikalposi. So wherever there is vikalpa, that's not you. Na idam yad idam iti upasate. Tadeva brahmatvam vidhi, know that Brahman, the truth to be yourself, not idam. Yad idam iti upasate. Anything you consider as this, to say this, listen carefully, to say this, there has to be a subject. Flower, to say this flower, eyes must be there. To say this thought, must be conscious. In that, like in the eyes, object of sights are not there. In the eye of the eye, objects of consciousness are not there. Are you getting that? In the ear, objects of the ear, the sounds are not there. In the tongue, that is why, it's a beautiful thought coming. You can all appreciate it. You all listen to know. What is this? Upanishad says, Kathopanishad, asabdam, asparsham, arupam, arasam, agandham, right? Asabdam. The sabda is not even in your ear, or to talk of consciousness. Asabda. In the level of the ear, asabda is opposite to sabda. In consciousness, asabda is include sabda and asabda. Asparsham, in relation to your body, asparsham, no touch. Asparsham, touch. Consciousness, asparsham, can never be touched. In his presence, you feel the touch, sparsha as well as asparsha. Arupam. In eyes, there are no forms. So eyes are also arupa, as though. But in consciousness, it sees the eyes seeing rupa, it sees eyes not seeing where there is arupa. I mean, eyes itself closed. Rasam, arasam. The tongue tastes. By itself, arasa. Tongue is by itself arasa, but it is not Brahman. Because it will taste rasa later on. So beautiful, so beautiful. You understand? By itself tongue is rasa, but it will taste the rasa later on. By itself eyes are arupa, but later on it will taste rupa. By itself the skin is no sensation, but later on it will have the sensation. By itself the ears are asabdam, but it will be experiencing sabda. By itself the nose is agandham, but it will experience gandha. Whereas Atma, Chetana, yourself, asabdam means includes sabda and asabda. Includes sparsha and asparsha. Rasa and arasa, rupa and arupa, agandha and gandha. Nothing. No sparsha, no rupa, no rasa, no gandha, no the absence of it. Therefore, when you are with yourself and when you are just withdrawing, the ears that time, when there is no sound, is reflecting the absolute asabda. When there is no touch, is reflecting the absolute asparsha. No sparsha, rupa, reflecting the arupa. No rasa, reflecting the arasa. No gandha, reflecting agandha. That is why when you sit down, both relative, absolute. Always meditation. The sense organs will start again to experiencing. Consciousness will remain the consciousness. With the eyes closed, you are in meditation. With the eyes open, meditation. Wow. No sabda, you are in meditation. Sabda, you are in meditation. Asabda, you are in meditation. Shabda also you are in meditation. Thoughts also, meditation. No thought, vikalpa, meditation. Nirvikalpa. So which one you should get rid of? Which one you should have? You understand the beauty. Ayyo, Ishvara. Sarvabhuteshu Atmanam. Sarvabhuta. So that's when you see this. Atmanam Sarvabhuteshu Vijnaya. Atmanam sarvabhuteshu vijnaya, knowing yourself, not only I am that, everybody is like that. I am an unoccupied boat, everybody is unoccupied boat. Fantastic. Yeah. But I know I am unoccupied, I also know they are unoccupied, but that fellow is behaving like as though he is occupied. Let him behave. No person is away from the universe, the nature. Sometimes, as I told you, a strong breeze comes and hits you, your body. Unoccupied, you don't mind. Somebody pushes you, unoccupied. Yes, as human beings, that is very low. Don't push somebody. The moment everybody sees the truth, will they do that? That is why, along with the objective knowledge, this knowledge also must be given. Whereas in the relative world, we are always lost in the so-called laws and regulations. They only talk about this or that. They never talk about a transcendental nature, the absolute. As a result, either you are self-righteous or you are self-condemning. A continuous battle goes on in life. Not many people go beyond it. So sometimes you feel very comfortable, sometimes you are uncomfortable. Sometimes very holy, sometimes very stupid. Because of that, other man also can give you that feeling of being holy or stupid. That is why continuous fear is there, continuous affectation is there. When you are with yourself, finish. Sarvabhutani Atmani Pashyan. So Sarvabhuteshu Atmanam Pashyan Vijnaya. Seeing himself in everywhere, Sarvabhutani Atmani Pashyan. Seeing all beings, everybody in himself. Nirahankara nirmamatvam sukhi bhava. Nirmama nirahankara. But you never say I or my. Nirmama nirahankara. Everything is. Ishvaro asti. God alone is. Brahma asmi. Brahman, I am alone, Brahman alone is existing, I am the Aham Brahmasmi. Everybody is also saying Brahman, little Ishvara, everything. So call it Shaguna Brahma, all pervasive one. Nirguna Brahma, absolutely formless. There is no ahankar, mamaka, there is no essence of I to say my, sukhi bhava, be happy. It is like, just read that example, we shall see next class tomorrow. Vishwam sphurati yatredam taranga iva sagare tattvameva na sandeha chinmurte vijvaro bhava. How beautiful. This is teaching. What this teacher is telling, hey Chinmurte, oh embodiment of consciousness. Chinmurte, Chinmurti, oh Chinmurte, embodiment of consciousness. May you are Tvam Tat Tvameva, you are that. What? Vishwam Spurati Yatredam Taranga Iva Sagare. Taranga Sagare Iva, like the waves rising and falling in the ocean. These waves of universe rising and falling in the ocean of consciousness. Already we have explained it so many times, therefore I will not repeat it. You can see it very clearly from the standpoint of the body itself, 5 elements. Just to recapitulate, 5 elements. Always see that. Can you get away from the space? Can you get away from the water? Can you get away from the air? Can you get away from the earth? You have to stand up. No, I am when I am in the plane. Gravitation is holding you. Don't worry. Think. But I am going in, staying in International Space Station. I am staying there. Where is the earth? Food you are eating is earth or the tomatoes, dry fruits? Don't eat the earth and see how you will survive. A fruit is not air, is not fire, is not water, is not earth. All together there also, but it is solid earth. You may not like the language, that is how you eat food, you excrete mud, goes to the earth. Earth it is. You can't say today, International Space Station is there, no. Silly logic will come in the mind. People will refuse to understand. Give a counter logic trying to make your understanding clear, fantastic. But a counter logic to dismiss simply is no good. This is beautiful. Yet your logic is accepted. Nothing wrong. Anyway. Taranga, so this 5, in this vast ocean of elements, this tiny elemental wave is rising and falling. Started like a sperm and an egg in mommy's womb, literally floating in that ocean. In mother's womb, is floating in the ocean. Comes out. Out? The same ocean of consciousness, the ocean of elements. Floating. The body never dies in the ocean of elements. Body is just, you are just not the body, you are also conscious. So consciousness in and through everything, all pervasive. In that ocean of consciousness, these waves of body and the universe rising and falling. Tattvameva. You are that. Na sandeha. Don't have any doubt in this. He Chinmurte. Vijvaro bhava. Be free from all anxiety. Jvara means anxiety. Feverishness means anxiety, pain, all these things. Shanto bhava. See that and see for yourself. At no time you are lonely, isolated, alienated, separated, ever existing, independent of anything. Physically, you are part of the universe. From the standpoint of consciousness, you are at once everywhere. Say Brahma, Sarvam Khaluidam Brahma, or you say Ishavashyam Idam Sarvam. Both are fine. Therefore, what shall affect you? Literally, friends, unoccupied boats moving around. Understand? How beautiful. That is why the whole universe, nobody is affected except human beings. Occupied. Trees have no conflict. Birds have no conflict. You know, birds are little, you can say that in a crude way a little bit, but but they don't have that. They don't have sense of bondage to feel the sense of freedom. Only human being gets, like that. And that is why it's such a blessing to feel the bondage so that we can really feel the freedom and see, yes, I am the Absolute. That's what I am. Then, going beyond this bondage and freedom, aham nirvikalpo nirakara rupaha vibhuvyapya sarvatra sarvendriyana nade sadame samatvam na muktir na bandha me sada samat, always the same. No mukti na bandha, there is no freedom, no liberation, only one Absolute. That alone I am. Thereafter, what is the question of your telling one time, I am affected, touched, destroyed, devastated or elated? That is why this language is so beautiful. Sukhe dukhe samikutya. Lava lavo jayare. Yuddhaya gesture. Fight for fighting's sake. That is where the yassarvatra navisneha tattat prapya subhav subham navinandati na dveshti tasya prajna pratishtha sthita prajna. What type of sthita prajna means what? Yattat prapya subham prapya asubham prapya. Na avinandati na dveshti. Subham asubham. Everything comes, which is sometimes conducive, sometimes inconducive. Beautiful sunshine, heavy typhoon. Health, disease. Appreciation, humiliation, so-called. Prosperity, poverty. Health, disease. Anything comes. Tattat prapya subham asubham prapya. Na abhinandati na dveshti. There is nobody to avinandan karodi. Oh, self-congratulatory. Everything is fine. Not dveshti, neither self-condemning. Everything is fine. But you use it, whichever one you like. The disease comes, use it. Health comes, use it. Both ways. Make best use of the disease. What? Don't get overwhelmed. Get best use of the health. Don't misuse it. Both ways. Your choice is yours. This is out of the world, you understand? This is juro, vijoro bhava, no anxiety of any kind, always at peace with one's self. We shall see that next, okay? We shall see, it's amazing. Finish it up. Oh, there, just leave Shraddhasva tata shraddhasva natram oham kurushvabho Jnana Swarupa Bhagavan Atmatvam Prakrute Para. See the honestness of the teacher. What is it? Shraddhasya tata shraddhasya. Oh, tata, like a child, baby. Shraddhasya, have shraddha. Appreciate shraddhasya. Again and again repeat it. Have this, appreciate this. Have the shraddha, that confidence in yourself. Moham, natra moham kurusvabho. Do not be, in this there should have no doubt, no delusion. What is that? Jnana Swarupa Bhagavan Tvam. Tvam Atma, you are the self. Jnana Swarupa, pure knowledge consciousness. Bhagavan, you are Bhagavan. See that? Bhagavan means what? Bhagavasya asti. Vairagya, Aishwarya, Jnana. You are full of knowledge, full of Vairagya, dispassion. Everything is in complete. Prakrute Paraha. You are beyond all the limitations of the Prakriti, which I'll see tomorrow. Shraddhasva, this Adha. See that for yourself. Rest, all other identification that you are taking so far is all false identity, because of which you were suffering. Not that the body made you to suffer, you dragged the body, you were suffering. Now, what you give up is not the body, but your stupid identification. Be yourself. Shraddhasva, be that. See, he doesn't say, this creation is stupid, body is like this, destroy everybody, condemn everything. No. Let them be there. You be yourself. What a thing. Why people suffer? Because they want everybody to change so that they feel comfortable. How? Only when everybody changes, I shall be nice. What are you trying? You have decided to be miserable for the rest of your life. You be yourself. Now, Sandeha. Shraddhasva tatra Sandeha. How? With what affection? Sincere to God. Be this. Then you won't even ask me any more anything. It's the freedom. That is where the free person makes himself redundant. That is the real guru, the teacher. Who is the teacher? One who makes himself redundant. No, I want a permanent guru and he shall be my ideals. I shall be a crook, but he should be the symbol of, embodiment of purity, embodiment of holiness, embodiment of wisdom. But me, I can be a rascal. But because I am worshipping him, what a waste. The person who understands the truth, what is he? Free. You be free. You understand the truth for yourself. Makes himself totally redundant, like scripture, totally redundant. Scriptures become redundant. As much meaning in the scripture, that much, as much meaning in the well and a riverbed during the summer when it is make the whole sentence again. It is summer time, you have dug a well in the riverbed for drinking water. Rain has come, the whole river is not flooded with water. Will you go to your well to bring water? You did not know what to go for, you went for the book, you went for the teacher. Now when everywhere the same truth, absolute, all pervasive. Shall I want to understand the truth, same book. The whole universe is a book. Same teacher, everything is a teacher. Every perception is a teaching teacher. You understand? The teacher is one who makes everything a teacher. The scripture is that which makes every perception a scripture. The whole universe is an open book. Study and be. So which time you should have? Special teacher, special book. What a beauty, huh? Yeah. Never ending. We should talk and talk and talk. It's a celebration. Okay? We'll see more of it tomorrow. Okay? Close your eyes.